I'm Jennifer Lester. This is Blvd Media. Yes, I grew up in Gaston County. I lived here my whole life. I graduated from Ashbrook High School in 1992. Go Green Wave! So I found out that I had cancer because I found the lump myself. I had an itch, and I was just, getting rid of the itch, and I noticed that there was a unusual lump in my left breast, and I just had this feeling that it was going to be cancer. I just knew. It was not like any other lump you would feel, when you're doing your breast exams. I just knew that it was a cancerous lump. So I had just had my yearly exam and my yearly mammogram, which I've had since I was 40. And I thought, okay. I just went through this. I had gotten a clean mammogram. So I went and called my OBGYN and asked her, what I should do. And I went, she referred me to one of the breast surgeons in Gaston County, and I went to her, and they did another mammogram and saw that it was loud and proud right there on my left breast, that the radiologist had just missed it, I guess, on the first reading. So it was a whirlwind. The breast surgeon told me that I had cancer, and that, I was going to have to go through all these processes. I was so emotionally distraught at the idea that here I am, 46, I have this lump, I have exercised every day, I'm relatively healthy as far as, general health goes. I just never thought that I would be a candidate for breast cancer. They tell you all the time, like 5 risks that would put you in a category for breast cancer. I met 0 of those, 0. So it just never occurred to me. I had my mammograms and I thought, I'll be fine. But here I wasn't fine. After I did my first ultrasound, they found more than one lump in there. And so they sent me to MRIs to have those. And of course they found more in there. And so it was also a quick process where from the time that I found the lump until the time I had my double mastectomy, it was 2 months. The surgeons and all the diagnostic processes that you have to go through, they really work you quickly to get you where you need to be as quickly as possible. So I had my surgery on October 2nd in 2020 during the pandemic. So I did not use cancer services personally for myself after my diagnosis or surgeries. However, I do know about cancer services because, one, my best friend's mother works there, Patricia Adams, who is amazing, and she helps a lot of people in Gaston County with different services after any cancer diagnosis. But I also know about cancer services because both of my daughters did a lot of volunteer work for them, where we would solicit at different grocery stores from our community Gatorades and cans of soup and Depends. And so they raised so much funds, they actually were the Volunteer of the Year award at Cancer Services. So although I did not use them personally, I highly recommend them, ladies and men, even regardless of their diagnosis, to use them. And they have a great support system and will help guide you through that long journey, especially if you don't have someone else to help you at home. So my advice to someone who has just recently been diagnosed with breast cancer would be to hang in there. Hang in there and know that you're going to make it. Regardless of how dire the diagnosis is or how dire you feel your diagnosis is, you will come out on the other end. You will, it will not be the easiest process that you've ever gone through. It's hard, and it seems like it lasts forever, but it'll be okay. I was lucky and I didn't have to have chemo or radiation. I was able to find my lump early enough where it had not entered my lymph nodes, so I got to avoid those treatments. But regardless, it was hard. It was hard, and I was sad and depressed for a while, and it took months for me to mentally get back to where I felt like I could be in society again. So the biggest thing is just do what your doctors ask you to do. Follow your gut. Even though the doctors have all this information, you know your body better than anyone, and you know what's right for you, and follow it. Follow it and work your plan and stay healthy.